Files, an actual play Call of Cthulhu and Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Featuring Abel Morrison as Mathon.
How can you be a bard? You're the ugliest creature alive.
Seth Morrison as Tim.
All right, gents. Stick to the shadows. Stay close to the trees. Climb them if you have to.
Donovan Ballard as Drandy Savage.
Let's just say I wanted to go for a midnight stroll with my cat.
Peter Morrison as Glenn Gulia.
Perhaps they're in need of some entertainment.
Sam Morrison as Major Baker's cat.
Hello, my name is Major Baker's cat. Meow.
And I'm your Dungeon Master, Alex Morrison. Now grab onto some dice and your acid arrow. Let's find some hot MILFs in your area. So that was an odd occurrence that just happened. So.
Oh, strange.
We got kind of
He's still restrained.
What?
He's still restrained.
No, he got it off. It kind of faded away
mimics.
after a few seconds.
The kitty licked it
So
off.
the monsters must have been mimics.
Anyway, we kind of got interrupted while we were searching the room. Can we finish searching the room?
Yeah, you guys can keep searching.
Did I find anything else in the mattress?
Search all day long.
Or around the bed or anything besides that rock?
So searching. So from everything that you guys rolled, you found a jeweled comb. If you decide
I
to
took
take
it
that,
already.
You find a bag of
I take
coins. Open it up. You find a bag of about 50 gold coins.
I take
Where?
it.
You don't get to take it.
In one of the
You
dressers.
guys all owe me for your rooms.
In the dresser that you smashed.
I never asked you to give me a room.
Or not in the dresser. It was in the dresser you were searching.
Shove it up your butt. I'll get my own room.
Drandy Savage. You found a bag of gold coins.
I got it. Boom. 50, 60
and then there's also the closet.
gold coins for
If you guys went in there to go search.
Yeah.
I wanted to search behind the clothes and stuff, see if the vault's hidden in there.
Okay. So
I'd like to go back in the closet.
Okay. Tim returns to the closet.
you don't
I
get
like to
all 50 gold pieces.
Oh,
I would
Yes, I
like to
do. I
search the
found it.
closet.
You
Okay.
did
Roll
not.
investigation.
You weren't even you were searching for the floor. Did he find anything in the floor?
18.
I steal the
Okay.
50 gold coins.
So Tim, searching around in the
acid
closet,
breath
you find lots of fine clothing in here that look obviously probably like they're worth something too. I don't know if
Any
you want
hats?
to gather up. There is a hat.
I try one on.
Okay.
Is it a bowler
What
hat?
about coats? Were there any coats?
I take a hat and peacoat.
Cat-sized coats?
It's perfect. What would you like the hat to look
Is there
like?
a sweater for the cat?
Fedora.
Okay, so you find a
I
beautiful
become
fedora
Tallahassee Tim.
that fits perfectly on your head. And actually, as you place it upon your head, you notice that the dark room suddenly lights up.
What? You're making this up.
For real?
Yes, for real.
Magical item.
I found a magical item. Now you
So-
have dark vision now.
So you take the hat back off. You take the hat back off again, and it goes dark.
Dark vision hat.
Was that really going to be in there? Or did you just throw that in because I was like, give me a hat?
No, that was it. You found it.
Nice.
It was
Does it
going to be
all-
something else, but then you found a hat, so I was like, okay, now it's a hat.
What was it going to be?
Goggles, glasses, yeah, night vision goggles.
I kind of like the goggles.
You want goggles? Okay,
Well, I already have like a hood cloak.
true. Okay, yeah. So you find like,
So my joke about my night vision goggles.
yeah, right. So basically, yeah, you find some odd.
Nice.
You've seen people that wear glasses and things like that, and these are odd because they have like a leather strap that goes around the back of your head and are full goggles that you, when you pull them down over your eyes, you are able to see in the dark.
Question.
Yeah,
Are they taint skin goggles?
obviously, Sam. So when you have them, you now have dark vision out to a range of 60 feet.
Nice.
Well, welcome to the cloud.
Enjoy dark vision. We love it.
This will help me slice throats in the night.
Yeah.
Can he see the deadlights with it?
Yeah.
Wait, is that all I found in the dresser was the money?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I find anything in the wardrobe?
I'm glad that my nat 20 found
closet.
a mutating rock.
You found a mutated rock and you found a jeweled comb.
And
What
you
is a nat
stole my
20?
jeweled coal.
Natural?
I took the jeweled
Yeah,
coal.
you
Yeah.
roll a 20, that's a 20. Not like you rolled a 17
Yeah,
and
you
got
also
up to
smashed that dresser with your vicious overhand chop. And that
I steal
mirror
the jewel
is broken.
comb
All
from
right,
the
what do we do
ghoul.
now?
So what would you guys like to do now?
Search the rest of the house for the vault.
Let's go where Tim wanted to go. Downstairs and to the right.
Follow Tim. I put on my goggles.
Well, you want to go back down the stairs?
Isn't that where you wanted to go
You
before we
don't
went up
want
the
to
stairs?
finish
Or
upstairs.
I feel like there's gonna be more magical danger things in the basement. Or closer to the
Okay.
I
cellar.
don't think we found a basement yet, have we?
That's
No,
why I
you guys
wanted to head
came in ground floor and
downwards.
then you went upstairs. It's the
Right.
opposite of a basement.
is that what this is?
We explore the rest of the upstairs.
Are you doing that, or are you going back downstairs and going to the right, like Drandy said?
What do you want to do?
It's your birthday, boy.
I
Yeah,
know, but
birthday.
for my birthday, I want to follow Tim.
Let's go back downstairs to the door on the right of the stairs.
Okay, so you guys come back down, and so bottom of the stairs, you head left to the doors that would have been on your right. They kind of, so the stairs go up, so it's kind of tucked around on the other side of the stairs. So you go in there, you open this set of doors, or this door, and this one opens up into what looks like a grand study. There's a nice big wooden desk
I search the
over
desk.
near a window. There is bookshelves, so it's lined with bookshelves. There are some cases, like on the walls.
Such
with
a case.
Some like glass cases with like, you know, fancy looking. Like there's a sword in one.
I take the sword.
There's there's a helmet in another
Take the
one.
helmet. It's night vision helmet.
There's
A night vision sword.
yeah. There's a set of like gauntlets in one of the cases.
Take that too.
And so yeah, books lining the walls, a couple chairs, there's a fireplace in here.
I take the chairs.
And
Is the fire lit?
no. There's no fire in the fireplace. There's a large mirror against one wall.
I take the mirror.
And yeah, sitting chairs, bookshelves.
I search the
Big
desk.
desk.
Birthday boy pointed
There's
at
a
me,
nice
so I
big
take the
rug
fireplace.
on the floor. Also another nice fine cush posh rug. So you're searching the desk. Roll an
Look under the rug.
investigation check.
Yeah, I look under the rug.
Okay, you pull the rug
investigation sucks.
up. You find floor.
Okay.
Stone floor.
I search the fireplace.
Okay. Roll an investigation check.
15 minus 1, so 14.
14.
Yeah.
Okay.
that's all I got.
Searching through, you find more papers in there. Like you find papers and some letters. It looks like, you know, city business of, you know, him managing things, managing finances. You see, there's actually a ledger that there's quite a few entries in the ledger of him that he just writes down as donations to various people and things throughout the town. With notes on the side, you know, says this person in the town, sick child, says one, medicine. This one says, you know, bad crop season, and then there's like a thing for these people's name. Just a bunch of deductions in this ledger for various for finances. And
So I put the ledger on my head, and then I see
you see
everything at night.
So you're searching the fireplace.
Yes, I rolled an 18.
Okay. Fireplace looks like a fireplace.
Okay, I light a fire.
Okay. You can light a fire. So you start lighting a fire. Where were you guys?
I would like to search the glass cases and see if there's anything of value.
Okay.
Like, are those weapons good weapons?
Yeah, you can go through and search them. Roll in an investigation or a perception.
2.
Okay. I mean, they definitely are items. They look valuable. Like the sword looks fancy, like decorative. Probably valuable. Same with the helmet. Gloves also. The gauntlets also look pretty fancy.
I take the power gloves.
Okay.
Because they're so
'Cause
bad.
you're so bad.
I put them on.
Okay. So
They're cursed.
you break the case open or like?
Is it a lock?
Yeah, it's locked.
I'll pick a lock.
Okay. Roll your locksmith or thieves tools.
7 plus 7 is... Wait, is that 7 plus 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, 14.
All right. You do not succeed to
break the
pick
glass.
this lock. All right. You smash the glass. Okay, so you have a set of gauntlets.
Sweet. Anybody want this sword or helmet?
I want the helmet.
Can I like sell this stuff later?
Yeah.
Well, I'll
I
take
want
the sword
to go back out to the like main area and cast detect magic as the ritual.
Okay.
So it takes me 10 minutes, but I want to begin that process while they're searching around.
Yeah, that's fine. So you can start
Nice.
casting detect magic.
I just see human books. Nothing of import.
Okay, yeah, you're just kind of knocking books off the shelves.
Bap, 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 bap.
Bap, 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 bap. All right, Drandy Savage, as you're searching through the desk, you find another pouch with some gold in it, like another 20 pieces of gold.
Hell yeah.
Dang, dude.
80 pieces.
You also find a pouch. Oh, this.
Taint skin pouch.
So do you want to roll to pick locks on the other cases, or?
Yeah. I do.
Wait a minute, brother. I got a bunch of keys.
19.
Okay, yeah, you pop that one, no problem.
Nice.
So, helmet or sword?
For real.
Yeah, I gave him the helmet. Oh,
Okay.
I took the sword.
Well, roll to pick the sword then.
What does that mean?
To the case
It's in
on
a
the sword.
different case.
Yeah, they're in different cases.
Oh, I got you. Okay. So, 10.
Yeah, that one you can't quite get.
All right. I smashed glass.
So you smash that one open and you pull the
Yeah.
sword out.
I'm a man of opportunity, and there's no one here.
Okay, so what did you do with all the stuff you found?
Well, are they like upgraded armor for me, or are they like jeweled and I get to sell them later?
The helmet looks decorative. So it looks like probably valuable that you could sell. It doesn't necessarily look like it has a lot of armor value. Same with the sword. Also looks very decorative, like a ceremonial sword.
Okay.
There are some like obsidian stones in the hilt. It's a straight bladed, or it's actually a single-edged sword that's flat on the back and then it has a curved blade on the front. Gold hilt with some obsidian gems in it. You know, you could probably assess the value of it at some point and see if you can sell it. Looks like it'd probably sell pretty well. The gauntlets look functional. They don't look like decorative. They look very functional.
Okay. Well, then I will equip those.
So, you put the gauntlets on, and you feel that there's something about these gauntlets.
They are power gloves.
So, okay, what? All right, so as this is all happening, you guys are doing a lot. Your detect magic spell goes off. So,
Do I detect magic?
what is it, 30 feet?
Yeah.
Not in your vicinity, looking around within the 30 feet, and you're out in kind of the main area.
Yeah.
So you know in the main area that you're in, not within the 30 feet of you.
Where else can I go on the main floor?
There's the room you guys came in on. There's a room that they're all in searching currently. There's another door across from you, or there's two sets of doors across from you on the other side of the stairs.
Okay, I go in the one to the new doors. The ones closer to the front of the house.
Okay, so you go into that. It appears to be a billiards room in here. Looks nice. There's a billiard table, a smoking room. Nothing comes out to you as being magical in here.
Okay. Go into the other room then.
Okay, this is the dining room. A large table with a bunch of chairs in here. Nothing magical catches your eye.
Okay. I'll go back in the room where everybody is that I was searching.
Okay. As you go back in there, you take a step back into the study. A few things immediately jump out at you. First, you see the goggles on the head of Tim glow. Also, the gauntlets that he's just placed upon his hands are now glowing. And looking around in the room, you see the mirror that is a large, like floor-length mirror that's over against the wall on the side is also glowing.
I put the mirror on my head.
The mirror on your head?
No, I was just kidding.
Say mirror
Tell me
on the wall.
Tell me what you see, so I can.
My
act
ghoul
upon it.
eyes see that mirror is imbued with magic.
And
It's glowing.
and
It's a mirror.
Me? What do you see about me?
Oh, your gauntlets are glowing.
And the goggles too. We had to get a whole armor suit for you that can fight off these little monsters.
I was thinking it would give me the ability to go through the mirror.
So your gauntlets, so these gauntlets are magical, but it will require attunement in order for you to be able to find out what they do and use their ability.
All right,
Which means basically you have to spend I think it's a short rest or long rest to attune yourself to the gauntlets.
So I walk up towards the mirror. Does it look like... Is there anything... Besides the fact that it's glowing, do I see anything weird in, the reflection?
No. It's just as you're coming up, again, you get that same flash as that, mirror stone as you're starting to walk towards it, because it's just black, basically, when you're looking at it from the angles. It's just reflecting darkness until you do walk up to it. And then when you do get to it, it is, it's just a mirror. You see yourself reflected in it.
Does the ghoul start singing the Mulan song?
When will my reflection show
Right now.
who I am inside?
Yeah. Right now, you walk up, you look at it, and it shows who you are inside.
I reach out with my
That you're-
ghoul hand and I touch them.
You're really, as we all knew from the
single
beginning,
tear.
you're Dom Drunkard looking back at you.
And all your memories come back of your family being dead.
I think that I'm super not magical, so is it more beneficial to give these to one of the other adventurers
Give it to the cat.
to become attuned to them, or...
Not necessarily, it just depends on what they do.
So if we're gonna take a short rest, I think we should take a short rest. Attune those, regain hit points, regain second winds,
I think we should touch the mirror.
And then break wind.
and then break the mirror.
Alright, so you guys gonna take a short rest?
I guess so.
Let's short rest it.
So, alright, so you guys take a short rest. You just kind of sit down on the floor. Tim is mulling over his gauntlets. You can spend any hit dice, if you like, to regain hit points. You regain your action, or not action surge, your,
Second wind?
second wind. Yeah, sorry.
How many hit dice do we get?
1.
Just one?
Yeah, for level 1.
How often can you use them? Do you have to long rest to get them back?
Your hit dice, yeah.
Okay.
So you guys just kind of chill, hang out for like 45 minutes. You guys can have any conversations or anything while you're
Guys,
sitting.
look what I found in the desk.
So this...
brothers, look what I found in the desk. Hell yeah.
What was that?
I got a pouch full of keys and one ring.
So...
Oh yeah, that ring is also glowing.
Oh, dibs.
No, you can't.
I want to be attuned to the ring.
Let's see the ring.
The ring is magical. Okay, so short break over.
Okay, so your gauntlets, as you do attune to them, so now you can intuit what they're doing. Once you feel like your body attunes to the magic in here, you feel a huge surge of strength from them.
What about this?
That is a ring of jumping, which with it you can cast the jump spell as a bonus action.
Aren't you already a dragon that can fly?
No, at will, actually.
At will?
Yeah.
So where do I put that? Just abilities?
Yeah, ring of jumping. I'd put that in your equipment.
Do I add anything on my stats? for my
Yeah,
gauntlets?
so with these gauntlets, your strength score becomes 19.
Dang, Gina.
So,
Okay, I touch the mirror.
okay, as you walk up and you touch the mirror, so you do look in it for a second, and you're like, well, who am I?
Who am I?
And as you touch the mirror, you reach out, you touch the mirror, your hand actually goes through it.
Guys, it's a portal.
When he pulls back, does it stick to his fingers and it starts engulfing his whole arm?
Yeah, it starts
and then
engulfing
it
his
goes down
whole-
into his
The
mouth?
Matrix.
And then he finds out this is all a simulation. He's Neo.
I think we need to go through the mirror. Who's with me?
Are you Simeon's brother?
What?
Dr. Kent Stanyabitz's brother?
Yes, I am.
Oh, this is where it's going?
Yeah, that's where it's going.
There's a big purple light coming out of it.
It's time to be heroes and take the
Yes,
portal.
I say we go through the portal.
Alright, I hold on to your feet.
I'll go first.
convinced me.
We all go through the mirror.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. I jump through the mirror at will.
Boing.
All right, you guys all go through the mirror.
Yes.
I was thinking maybe someone should put their head through first and make sure you can come back.
The ghoul is already gone.
You guys tell me what you're doing.
Yeah, we're going through the mirror. All
We
of
are
us
just
go
going through?
Yes.
I've never played this game, so it seems a
Just
little
go
weird
through the
for
mirror.
everyone to
If
just
we
jump.
die-
Okay,
then we die.
so Glenn is choosing to go through mirror, so
Fine,
he goes
I go
and
through
walks
the
through the
mirror.
mirror.
Bye, Felicia.
You guys can all make your own decisions.
Why don't you,
Bye,
mirror.
Felicia's. The bear said he's coming too.
if you're successful, why don't you poke back through and let me
Okay,
know?
so everybody except Tim goes through the mirror.
Randy Savage.
Cat, you going through the mirror?
Hey, we might need those magical items there.
Yeah, I said I was going.
He said a long time ago.
All right, so you guys
Tim.
go walking through.
Yes, I
Let's
go.
go.
Yeah, so you guys pass through. No problem. Doesn't seem to be any ill effects. You enter a dark room that is basically empty, except for a large round metal circle on the floor. And as you walk in and you look down, it's a big plate set into the floor. And looking down at the plate, you see in it there's some writing in a language that the cat understands. Ooh. At least I know that the cat understands. And there are 4 keyholes in it.
Oh, yeah.
Can I look at those keys through my goggle? Oh, I guess they're not magic goggles. I mean, I can't see magic things.
As you come through, hand that to him, please.
Yeah.
Okay, so you...
I give my keys to Tim.
Okay, so you have your keys, you pull your keys out, or you have this whole bag of keys that you showed everybody.
I'm assuming he'll... Oh, wait. Should I give them to the cat?
No.
He doesn't have opposable thumbs.
You can put it around my neck.
So,
Where?
Major Baker's cat.
Yeah.
As you look down at the large metal plate in the floor with the
My Uranian
4
eyes.
keyholes in it and your Uranian eyes, you see there's writing on it in Elvish. It says so above the first keyhole it says the true king. Above the second keyhole it says the sentinel. Above the third it says the wise one. And above the fourth it says the rivals. And I guess we didn't say this over the recording, but what Drandy found in the desk was a pouch that was filled with a bunch of keys, which I gave him because I actually do have a pouch filled with a bunch of little metal keys.
I pull out the correct keys and shove them in the holes.
Oh, okay, it opens right up.
Whip out those keys. Let's see.
First try.
Hold up, everyone. As we came through this mirror,
This one. This one.
I feel like this place feels very familiar. Like I've been here before.
Because we've been here before.
So,
What do your Tim eyes see?
it's not
Yeah.
the place, it was what you just did.
I can't stop.
Oh,
jumping.
going through a mirror feels very familiar.
We're all Simeon's brothers.
I'm Simeon's
The
brother.
one he has might be... Okay, I think we found him.
Okay.
Do we just show you and you tell us if we're right?
Yes, tell me which key. Hand me the key and tell me which lock you're placing it in.
So we're doing this owl-looking one with the wise.
Okay, so describing this key, a small metal key that has the appearance of an owl on it. Would you like to see this, Pete?
I would.
And then this one that has a sentinel. And where does it say the...
Okay, so who is placing it? Who is going to unlock? Who is placing this in the keyhole?
I'll place it in.
With your...
With my paw.
He knows
I
what
can't.
it says.
I can put it in with my mouth.
Okay, alright. So,
Meow.
this is the owl-looking key?
Yes.
Are you putting this into...
Into the wise one.
Okay, so you place this down into the lock that says the wise one above it in Elvish. It goes down in. You turn with your mouth.
Chose poorly.
Uh-oh.
And you hear as it twists and locks into place.
Nice.
Nice.
And then there's sentinel, he said.
The words fade away from above the wise one.
So put this one in the sentinel.
So who's doing it?
Okay,
You
who's
are.
doing this one?
All right, I'll do it.
All right, this one is another key. It's bigger than the last one, It has a man portrayed on it, standing with his hands outstretched.
And it says Sentinel on the side.
It says Senchia.
Senchia.
Major Baker's cat
Yeah.
places that into the lock that says the Sentinel. And he twists it.
Think this will be the
It
rival?
catches and then completes the twist. And the words fade away from above it.
Nice.
Okay, we'll do the
You
king.
hear some machinery inside.
Yeah.
What's next?
The one true king.
The one true king. That looks like a crown.
Okay. There's a key that has a circle on top and what looks like a crown upon it. Major Baker's cat, you again?
Yes.
You place it into the lock that says the one or the true king above it. Place it in. Twist. Locks into place. And the words fade.
What's the last
Okay,
one?
the
Rivals.
rival.
Or something, right?
Okay.
The rivals?
Yeah, the rivals. So
We
we're
thought it was this one.
Thinking maybe that one.
Is there another? I feel like it might be this one.
Looking at the lock, does it look like 2 keys would fit in it?
No, it doesn't.
I just don't see the connection.
All right, I'm putting it in, so I'll take the risk.
All right, so the description of this key, it has an oval kind of shaped top with interlocking circles with 2 heart shapes that are pointed at each other.
Very rivalry.
The rivalry runs deep.
So, Major Baker's cat, you take this key over, you place it into the last lock, you twist, it twists and locks into place.
Booyah.
And you hear internal machinery. You see a glow light up around the edges of this plate as all of the words fade away. And the metal plate that you are standing on begins to shake and vibrate as it rolls to
I
the
backflip
side
out of the way.
and opens up the floor beneath you into a dark, dark passage.
I found the basement again.
It's a hole that leads straight down into darkness.
Can
that
I
you
see
can't see.
what do my Uranian eyes see?
What do my ghoul
Also,
eyes
Do my
see?
goggle
to all
eyes
the
see?
listeners at home, that took a lot longer than it's going to sound like after we edit this.
What do my ghoul eyes see?
Because that was a big pile of... How many keys are probably in there, guys?
2,000.
20 keys, maybe?
There's a big pile of keys. There's probably 30 or so keys in there. And they had to match up the keys to what it sounded like in the riddle. Very nice job, guys. You got it on... I was surprised you got the Rivals one. That one was the hardest.
Let's do it over, because I want to know what happens when we pick the wrong key.
My face melts.
His face
And then the
melts
ghoul
off.
eats me.
What
Yeah.
would have happened?
I would've
Maybe we'll
eaten
just go
him.
down that path.
I would have eaten him.
I don't know. I guess you'll never know.
Alright, I want to look down the hole with my ghoul eyes.
Okay, looking down, so you have dark vision of 60 feet, so you can, you look down and it opens up into a huge room below you, and you cannot see the floor.
Is
It goes
there, like,
deep,
a-
it's past your
there-
60-foot dark vision.
Is there like a ladder or stairs?
Oh, I still have my lantern.
No, there's no ladder or
Does
stairs.
anyone have
You
rope?
guys got a...
I got rope.
I've got some rope.
I got some
I
rope
think you
too.
guys all have rope, 50 feet of rope in your packs.
I do
He
have
has-
5 candles.
He has a...
Yeah, drop a torch down.
A torch. Let's
Yeah.
drop a
I
torch
do.
down.
I have the torch.
So looking in, like looking off to the sides,
skin boots.
you can see what reaches almost all the way up. There are what look like up against the walls on either side, huge statues that are carved almost like pillars coming up the side of each wall. Like from the vision, it looks like on each side maybe there's 3. Like you can see maybe the edge of this one and then one just to your right and to your left. They're these large black figures. They're humanoid without really any like facial features.
In the pit?
In the
Or-
pit. They're
okay.
carved into the walls of whatever this room is. And the walls are all stone, so this isn't just like a cave. This looks like this was constructed.
Some sort of crypt.
If the walls are natural stone, then they have been carved and polished very finely.
Let's drop the
with a lot
torch
of work.
down.
I
Is
tie my rope to the statues.
is the room we're in just the single room?
I make a lasso and perfectly lasso on the statue.
Lower me down.
What'd you say, Abe?
Is the room we're in? Is it just a single room with the plate on the floor?
Yes.
Tie the rope around me and
Wait,
lower me down.
I thought you said there were stairs going down.
There's no stairs. It just goes down into
It's
darkness.
Mel's hole.
It's Mel's hole, yeah.
Okay, I
That's
light
a
a second
real
torch.
deep
real
cut,
place.
coast to coast. If you guys want to Google Mel's hole,
I don't think I want to Google
some
Mel's
that's
hole.
some real deep, weird paranormal
I got
stuff.
50 feet of rope.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay,
I light a
so-
second
Can we
torch
tie our ropes
and I
together
drop
and make
it
it
in
like
the hole.
100 feet?
Yeah.
You drop your torch in.
Second torch.
Okay, so you see the many-voiced Mathon
Maybe we should have tied it to a rope and
light a second
lowered it
torch and
down.
reach it over the hole and drop it.
Does my voice keep changing?
A little bit. It seems like I used to be
"Hey,
a little
guys."
lower
Yes.
before.
It's me, Barry McConnell.
That's Barry McConnell.
voices.
Okay, so
next
what
time
happens?
It's all
just
right. You're
a
doing
voice
great.
the whole time.
You're doing great. You guys see the torch drops past what you would have seen with your dark vision, but you see it keep falling. It looks like it drops maybe 100 feet to where now you finally see the floor, but once it hits, it actually goes out.
There's probably water below. Let's test with the cat.
Oh, this is too wet, guys. I quit.
Can we tie a rope together and make 100 feet?
Let's
Yeah.
combine our ropes.
Okay, we just need...
Who's is longest?
I got 50.
All right, we combine our ropes. I got 50 feet of rope.
If you want to tie it around me, I'll let you lower me down.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Can we reach the statues?
No. Like it opens up and it's like this hole is in the center of this room. And so the walls are like a good 50 feet away on each side. So yeah, it's like you're in the middle of the ceiling looking down into this room. So you're not really close to the walls or on width-wise or on like lengthwise.
And the torch did land in water, right?
we don't
you don't
know.
know that. It just went out when it hit. You didn't see water. You didn't get the impression there was water.
Oh, okay.
Pete just said it out loud because, you know, Pete.
Well, I thought Alex had splashed or something.
It just went out when it hit.
Okay.
He said we saw a floor.
All right. So
You did see the floor before it went out.
we tied a cat to the end of the rope, and then we tied the two ropes together,
Ow.
and we lower him down 100 feet.
We did that flawlessly.
All right, I'm dangling at the end of the rope.
Do we need to do an animal handling?
That's actually exactly what you need to do. This is literally what that is. Handling
one.
Handling an animal. All right,
Let's
he
not
drops.
let him. Now I gotta wait 3 days to come back and help
He
you guys.
drops down into the abyss.
He's
Let's
like,
see.
Drandy, you bastard!
Oh, dang. So, Sam, you have, like, detect magic, dude.
Do I? Dude.
That your
read
broad
skills.
spectrum vision, as a bonus action, you can tell whether an object you see within 60 feet is magical.
Why is his
I read that
cat,
earlier.
like amazing?
Like the best thing ever?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I want to be a cat next time.
So pick up Sandy Peterson's Cthulhu Mythos if you want an OP cat.
All right. What are my?
So I'm gonna
cat eyes?
Yog Soth this real quick.
Wait, why are you lowering me down?
No, I'm gonna Yog Soth it.
Okay, Yog's off me.
All right, yeah,
down the
you
hole.
can do a Yog Soth authority check.
17 plus 2, 19.
Okay. Yeah, from your understanding of Yog Soth authority. So looking down and seeing these statues, a bunch of this stuff kind of starts to click in your head. Ebonstone, Ebongard.
Uh-oh.
You've heard of
We just open up.
and then these big,
They're
huge, monolithic statues in here that are just black stone and kind of featureless. You heard of a group of people that generationally were assigned to protect something, to protect the ways, is what you remember.
Okay, that's not good.
And the black stone is the symbol of their family.
Yeah, I'm worried
This
we
is the
just
way.
like
The
unleashed.
Ebongard.
But it's also Ebonstone, right?
Yes.
We just opened up the portal.
is the name of the town. The name of the town is Ebonstone.
So those little creatures that are walking around are essentially the protectors of the Ebonstone.
You remember the name of a place called the Obsidian Ossuary. You think that maybe this might be that place that was the shrine or ossuary of this family. this organization, this
The
cult,
Obsidian
maybe,
what?
if you will. The Obsidian Ossuary.
Randy, what do you shop?
This is Stephen Dorff's the mayor, and he built his house over the gate when he grew up.
As you guys are slowly lowering down Major Baker's cat.
Pull him back up. Pull him back up.
The rope's empty.
Okay. It's all frayed on
It's
the end.
all.
Okay. So yeah, as you're lowering down, and
There's going to be one of those giant rancor beasts down
good
there.
roll on your dog. Nice. As I give you everything for your birthday.
So Major Baker's cat can see in the dark as well.
Yes.
So we only have to lower him down part of the way for him to see
he is
the floor.
60 feet.
So, yeah,
So
lower
yeah,
him
as you're
40 feet.
lowering him down, so you do get a better view of this whole room. It's pretty large. Again, it's about 50 feet out to each wall, and maybe it stretches out of your view to what would be towards the back of the mansion and to the front. So that goes out into darkness farther than you can see. You are getting a better view of these large statues, which are these just black obsidian figures.
Down in the hole?
Very featureless. They're set up against the wall, almost from floor to ceiling, carved into the wall. Except for the wall is a different stone, so it's like these were brought in here and then set. Which would have been some monumental effort.
So am I all the way down? Like,
Uh-oh.
You're being lowered down slowly
guys
into
hear
the
so I
that?
wall.
just see that going down the
Monumental
wall.
effort.
This is, yeah, what you're getting a better sight of what Glenn saw when
Be a
he
big
just peeked his
monster
head down
there.
in.
Monumentally
So as you're looking
placing
down,
statues
when you do
on
get
the wall.
about 40 feet down, you do actually see the floor. It looks like it's about 100 feet down. So down, it's just a stone floor below you. As you're slowly lowering down, twirling a little bit with your on the rope as a cat. I want you to make a perception check.
Pull me up, pull me up, pull me up.
13 plus 3, so 16.
Okay. As you get closer to the floor, it's pretty nondescript down in here. It's just a flat stone floor that stones have been set into the floor in big blocks. It's dusty everywhere, you know. It looks like maybe not a lot of this room has been traversed, or maybe somebody hasn't been here for a while. Except the thing that you do notice from your check that does jump out at you as strange is that the floor is dusty except for the spot directly below the opening that you were going towards. That spot on the floor looks unusually clean.
That's where he dropped the...
Yeah, and the torch is down, is right
so
there.
it just poofed the dust away then.
And as you're lowering down closer, I guess this would be the thing. As you're lowering down closer, you notice the torch that was dropped did not actually make contact with the floor itself.
What?
It is actually hovering several feet above it.
Pull him up, pull him up, pull him up.
No, it means we can jump down.
I jump at will.
All right, I pull out my plastic cup and talk through it.
Hey, it was Major Baker's cat.
Hey. All right, do they lower me all the way down?
That's entirely up to all of you.
You're supposed to call out to us what you see.
That's true. Meow, 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 meow.
It's like, wait, what is he saying? It's like, you can jump.
The torch is hovering above the floor.
You can jump. Let's pull him back up
You
and
guys
talk
are
to him.
lowering him, so
Oh,
you guys
FYI.
decide what to do.
You have
wanna-
9
well,
lives,
let's
so
get him
let's
back.
drop him.
Let's get him back up here. I want, and then so we
Lower
can
me
tell
down
him
like,
everything.
to where I'm like in the room. Just keep lowering me, to where I can like see the full room.
What did you roll on your perception,
Actually,
Sam?
16. Lower me down as far as like
Okay,
to
all
where like the
Now-
hole stops and I can like kind of peek.
Okay, so now double
Underneath
checking on things as you do get closer, and the first thing that hits you is that torch that's just kind of floating there. As you do get a little closer, now you're about 20 feet maybe above it, you realize that it's floating in the air because it's sitting in the midst of some sort of
Gelatinous cube.
gelatinous cube.
Is it an ochre jelly?
I'm gonna melt Pull me back up.
As you see, you couldn't see it because it is clear, it's transparent. But once you got closer, and since you are so perceptive and you saw the torch, you now, as you're kind of turning your head and moving, you see the outlines of this weird clear cube that distorts the floor around it a little bit.
This might be my fault, by the way.
Who gives the birthday boy whatever he wants?
I didn't ask. I asked about it. I was like, "Is there going to be a gelatinous cube in there?" He was like, "There is now."
It's a good thing we didn't jump down there. I thought it was like a floating.
Yeah, we all would have like.
As you're now
dissolved.
sinking down closer and closer to this strange block of jelly.
Stop.
You can
Stop.
claw, you can claw your way up the.
There appears to be some kind of gelatinous mass down here.
Can we swing him to the side and have him detach?
I cannonball in onto the top of it.
Does anyone know how to
Abe's
kill a
done
gelatinous cube? Pull me back up,
I pee on
please. I'm ready to come back up and report what I see.
All right, we pull him
You
back
guys
up.
hear, meow, 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 meow.
You guys can make, so he describes what he saw. You guys can make a nature check.
I got a -1 on that.
11.
2 -1.
I got
1.
11.
I rolled a 16.
7.
Ooh, a 19 -1. I got 18.
Okay. You know what that is. That's a gelatinous cube.
Pull me
You
back
know
up.
what, once you saw it and you recognize it, you've heard of it before. You've heard of a gelatinous cube, which is a large gelatinous monster that dissolves and eats anything it comes into contact with. Which a lot of times they're noticed because they leave very clean spots on the floor. But they're hard to spot because they are transparent unless you are close enough to them and you can manage to perceive or percept them. What? Percept? What's wrong with me? Perceive them high enough with your vision
All right, I
skills.
shout back up at the guys to pull me back.
Okay, so we pulled him back up. We're telling him
There is a
everything.
gelatinous cube down
I
here.
told him
of
about the
considerable size.
obsidian,
Pull me back up,
ossuary.
please, now.
You do know that gelatinous cubes are tough and they are hard to kill. They're not impossible to kill.
Do they move?
I have a.
They can move, yes. But as long as you don't... The biggest thing is coming in contact with them. You don't really want to come in contact with it.
How far to the ground?
It's about 100 feet to the ground.
Okay, so
Or 90 feet to the
my
gelatinous cube.
longbow can fire easily 150 feet.
Is that your long distance? Long range?
No, it's 150 to 600.
Oh, okay, yeah, so that's in...
Will that do anything to a gelatinous cube?
So do they pull me back
Well,
up?
if I fill
Yeah,
it
we
full
did.
of arrows.
Yeah, we pulled you back up.
And especially if I light them on fire.
So yeah, so you pulled them up. So yeah, you can... except you can't really see it. Once you... It's 100 feet down, it's too dark down there.
I'm gonna fire straight down.
Okay, I mean, you can do it. You'll be at a disadvantage firing down at it.
I have no idea how to kill this thing or how to get down there.
You don't... So, as far as what you know about a gelatinous cube, it's not like it's completely immune or anything to attacks. They're just known to be pretty tough.
How could you hurt it if everything that touches it dissolves and gets consumed?
I would imagine a gelatinous cube's movement being pretty slow. So, like, I
Do we
wonder
get
if
to
we
know
can
the move speed on it?
come down and, like, explore the room more and just kind of avoid it.
As far as you know, like, they're not super fast. They're not super fast creatures. They're like ambush creatures. They catch things mostly because they're hard to see and they get in highly trafficked areas and then kind of pick things up that accidentally come into contact with it.
Does anyone have any magical spells that are like lightning strikes or something?
I do have acid breath.
Does
Straw
anyone
that.
have any oil?
You guys do have a few different ranged attacks. I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
like
what if you
do
like,
have your
flaming
bow,
arrows?
and Pete has some ranged spells.
Could I use some of my lantern oil and dip my arrow in it and you shoot it with my short bow on fire?
Yeah. Well, your short bow. What's your range on your short bow?
I don't know. But it's straight down.
Well,
Just has to fall.
can we go down
I've
there
got it
and just
right
kind
here.
of surround it and then attack it, or just go down there and run away?
How do we get down there if it's at the bottom of the hole?
Rope!
Short
It's right
bow
beneath. Like,
is 80
you guys
to
could
320.
potentially get around it, but it'd be It's right below where you
Okay,
guys.
what
would
are
be
your
lower.
long range ones? Ooh, freeze it with your
Not saying that it's
purple
impossible,
fairy fire.
but
Yeah, so I'm gonna
The
show
fairy fire doesn't freeze
it's 80
it.
feet, so you'd be at disadvantage.
Well,
It just lights it up so that
he
we know
said
it's
80
there.
to 320.
But doesn't that give us
you'd
an
be
advantage
you could
though?
still shoot. You'd be at disadvantage.
Wait,
shooting down into darkness.
He has a bunch of
basically.
advantage spells that can give us the advantage of killing it, right? That would take away the disadvantage.
The problem is that even the ranged spells only go up to 60 feet. So I need to be 30 feet into the hole
Lower the
to be able
ghoul.
to use it.
What's your range on your vicious mockery?
60 feet.
Okay.
So lower me in, and I will just mock the thing to death.
Psychologically
He
damage
just starts
it.
singing to it.
All right, lower me in. Let's do it.
All right, I lower him down in.
Do you have a fairy fire still, or is
I
that gone?
help lower him.
Yeah, but fairy fire doesn't do any damage.
I know, but doesn't it give us an advantage?
It's the same thing. I'd have to be lowered in, and then use fairy fire, and then you guys would have to be able to hit it while I'm lowered in the thing.
I know, but
using
if we try to hit it now, we have a disadvantage because we're so far away from it, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of putting Ghoulie Boy at risk by shooting arrows past him
Yeah,
straight
that's
down
what
the
I'm
hole?
saying.
Well, we can pull him back up.
Also, the cube can't attack if I'm hovering above it. I'll just keep mocking it until it dies.
Well, don't mock it. Just let us pull you up after you give us the
Spell.
advantage.
Isn't it?
Vicious mockery.
Isn't it only like psychological damage though?
Yeah, but it's 1/4. Yeah, I mean, if it can.
He's gonna
hear
make
me,
it
then-
so depressed it kills itself.
Yeah. Let's do it. Lower me in.
It is like in Ghostbusters when they're yelling at the slime and it's all
Bubbles.
That's literally exactly what you guys are doing. I don't know if you guys have noticed how I mixed all of these things. Behind the portrait of Vigo, you find a river of slime that you're now going to mock to death.
All right, I lower him
You
down
stupid
with the rope.
piece of garbage.
All right, so there's enough of you, and you're strong enough that
Call yourself a cube.
yeah, there's enough of you guys, and you guys are all pretty dang strong. Especially like now that you got Timmy over here has got some strength skills.
Magic hand.
So you don't have any problem between all of you lowering down Glenn the Ghoul
I'm holding my
within 60 feet of Joanna's cube as he slowly rotates.
All right, brother, do your
spinning on his
worst.
thing, like, and it's also like wrapped around him, like, because it's. I mean, if you think about a rope tied around him, it's like holding a baby by the arm, like by the
Armpits.
armpits, and so he's like hanging like this,
A freaking ghoul.
trying to play his
A
lute
freaking bard ghoul.
as he's twirling.
He's
and
playing some real bangers though.
Yeah, except for like, and then what occurs next is one of those sequences in like a movie when the music, like you see somebody just start laying into someone and like yelling, and the music rises over the top, and you don't actually hear anything that they're saying because it's so foul. Is basically what happens here. So, and since the gelatinous cube
Can't attack
can't
back.
reach him or attack back, you just see the music rise above, and whatever's coming out of this ghoul's mouth is just probably looks like the most foulest thing that anybody's
Just imagine
ever uttered.
Ralphie on Scott Farkas.
And I guess to just cut to the chase, you see the gelatinous cube just shuddering under the bombardment of this psychological barrage of who it is, what it is, its progenitors, its parentage.
Your mother was a
Until finally the gelatinous cube dissolves into a puddle
Depressed.
of depressed, dead gelatinous goo. This is how you guys have defeated the gelatinous king. A ghoul bard on a rope that mocked it to death. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons.
All right, we all slide down
You
the rope.
freaking guys. Okay, you guys all slide down. Sweet. You tie it off to something. You can reach it into the office and like tie it off to the desk in there. Anchor it. It's big, heavy, very sturdy, old world fashioned desk, and so you're able to all lower yourselves down into this large shrine like room.
That is hilarious.
You're worthless piece of slime.
Yeah, yeah. Ghostbusters yelling at the Ripper of Slime. That's exactly what just happened. So as you guys all land now together, looking around at this large room, you see the huge, imposing black obsidian statues on the walls around you. So going back towards like what would be the back of the mansion is just a blank wall. And if you head the other direction, heading back towards where the front of the mansion is, there are some steps that lead up onto a bit of a dais. That then there's another opening in that back wall into another room that leads off into darkness.
I go on the dais.
So what do you do?
Totem pole.
You totem pole into the...
Guys,
I'll be at the top.
Kill you all.
Let's put the cat at the bottom.
I'll carry you all.
Wait, well, what does the cat see?
Yeah,
Let's go in.
Let's go open the door and I'll peek inside.
It's open. It's just an opening.
Okay, I go look inside.
Okay. So as you start walking towards that, you walk up those stairs. Again, this place is like impeccably crafted.
Can I roll
everything in
stealth?
here. Yeah, you can if you want.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll roll stealth too.
Ooh,
call.
17 plus 3, 20.
2 plus 1.
11.
Excellent.
My chainmail falls off.
Yeah, as he goes clunking.
Chainmail falls around my ankles.
Yeah, 17.
I got
Okay.
11.
All right, so you guys move back towards, with the cat leading the way as always. Your point man, point cat. Sorry.
In flying V formation.
Yeah, it's so the doorway that opens up, it's in almost like a pyramid shape. It's straight up on the sides and then goes up into a point in the middle at the apex kind of arch part of the door. And so as you're walking in and you walk through that door, you can see in the dark, and set in the center of this room is a black pyramid that is set in the center of this room. Off to the right side of the room as you walk in, there's another statue. This one, though, actually is carved in the shape of a person, like a human, with discernible features. It's standing there, it's wearing armor, it has a shield up, and it's holding a like a spear. And the part of the spear is like set into the wall. It's right up against the wall, and he's kind of coming out of the wall, holding the shield, and he's got the spear that's set up against the wall behind him. And he's very large, again, stretching almost from floor to ceiling. The ceiling in this room isn't as high as in the other one. The ceiling in this room is probably about 40 feet high. And it's just a squared off room with just this pyramid that's set into the center, and then the statue that's off to your right.
How big is the pyramid?
Pyramid is not very big. It's only maybe like 4 feet tall. And it goes up, and it's a pyramid that's actually flat on top.
Does the pyramid say Bass Pro Shop on it?
It says Bass Pro Shop on it, and there's a white hat sitting there waiting for you.
Does it appear to be the same material that made up the giant stone on the hill, or the monsters in the bedroom?
Do I notice any magic items or magical
Shiny mirrors in there.
anythings in there?
So you activate your magic vision. The pyramid actually doesn't appear to be magical. The statue, on the other hand, to your right, does light up with a faint blue glow around it. The pyramid there, like, there's one part in the middle that has, so there's kind of these sections that you can twist, it looks like, and then there's almost like a little window area in the center that has a list of names going across it. It does appear to be the same material as those other objects you named, the creatures that were upstairs and the black rock that was on the top of that hill that was near town, that flattened peak of that hill.
Is this the ossuary?
And as you get closer and you look at that pyramid, on the top of it is a small, it's also black like the rest of it, but there's another smaller rock coming out of the top that is almost like a pillar that on the side facing you is flat and polished to a mirror sheen.
I Indiana Jones it.
With the cat.
So yeah, what do you do?
does it like that stone that's coming out of the top of the pyramid? Is it connected to the pyramid, or can we take it? Also, what do the names say?
It appears to be connected to the pyramid.
What do the names say?
Okay, so as you walk up, the one
Jason Hess,
the
Jen's Melons.
It's a list of our Patreon subscribers. Each one awesomer than the last.
I want to check out the statue.
So, as you walk up, in the first name that's at the very top says Warder Ebongard. And then the next one that's down below it is Cedric
the mayor.
Ebongard.
That's
And
probably
then
his dad.
As they go, you can actually...
His da.
It goes down, and every single name on this list is Ebongard.
Their progenitors, going back to infinity.
That, yes, are laid down. It looks like generations.
What should we do?
Can I do a Yogg Soggoth again?
Yeah, you can. But yes, the little pillar that's on top.
15 plus 2, 17.
Okay. So you are now convinced that this is in fact the Obsidian Ossuary.
Yes.
That was set up to be the ossuary and the shrine for the protectors of the ways. And the ways, in ancient times, there was some sort of structure, a black pyramid. And they were set there to protect it. Looking at this, you know that this is not that. This is a representation of that black pyramid.
Ugh.
And that the ways were tied to this black pyramid.
What about the Kurds?
And the Kurds were tied to Little Miss Muffet, for crying out loud.
I thought that was pretty good. Nothing? Jeez.
I went with it, even though I knew it was terrible.
He awards you no points.
So, what did you roll on your Yogg-Sothoth Authority?
17.
17. Okay, that's a pretty good roll. So, looking at where this is and the shape of this and where the pillar is set on top of that, it all seems very familiar.
Yeah, seems familiar to me, brothers.
Things that you've seen and places you've been now start to seem like they look a lot like this representation here.
So
Wait,
this
the
is
hill-
a representation of the hill.
Yeah.
The thing at the top of the hill is the obsidian thingy that
Because
you just
we were
said.
on a flat.
Right. So do we need to go back up to the hill?
Wait, you said
But
there was
do
like
what?
a shiny mirror black obsidian thing in here, right?
It's on the top of the pyramid.
Does it give us dread?
It reminds you of it.
Okay,
Big time.
I go touch it.
Okay. You touch it, this just feels like rock. This is definitely there's nothing, you're able to approach it, you're able to touch it, nothing happens, it just feels like rock to you. So, but like you said, looking at it and now with what you've realized or thought about, remembering the hilltop, you do remember it being very oddly flat with a black stone pillar polished to a mirror sheen. Looking at all the generations that are listed on here, that if this goes back thousands of years possibly, what is now a hill covered in foliage and greenery may be buried underneath, or what is now this hill is perhaps this black pyramid.
Hey everyone, thanks for listening to this episode of the Arkham Files. For awesome merch, be sure to check out our website at arkhamrpg.com. And don't forget to sign up for bonus content, additional episodes, and access to our exclusive chat server at patreon.com/the Arkham Files. And most importantly, stay crazy.